Alright, hey, this is the screen recording for Sprint 2 from Murray Campbell. This week I was working on mostly the centipede. I already had the blaster and mushroom part of the sprints implemented. So I'm going to be showing what I have done with the centipede so far. So first I'm going to play and let it run. Okay, so centipede moves smoothly. It looks a little jumpy as it turns around, but it all works how it's supposed to, as far as I know. Also, when I can... Okay, cool. It spawns a mushroom when you kill it, that sort of thing. So what I have to do that is terrible. This is some of the worst code I think I've ever written. So I'm going to be spending the next week on top of the other sprint requirements, just like fixing up this code and isolating things. I have a lot of calls to the grid and stuff that I could like make functions in the grid and all of that. But basically, in my update loop, I have a variable that, just like a flag that goes off when it's time for the centipede to turn, and if it's not turning, it's checking every space and going through a bunch of logic to check whether it should turn or if it should just like step left or step right. And here I just have it going at a certain like speed based on the velocity and the frame time. And every time it gets to a certain point on the grid, it'll update its grid position. Like every time it gets to a new grid space. So that's that. So one of the things I want to implement in the next week, obviously, is fixing up this code, making it better, maybe figuring out a better way to handle all of this. I was kind of shooting in the dark and just trying to implement it as quickly as I could, get it working. Another thing is that I want to start implementing the factory pattern on the mushroom field stuff. So that will be coming next week, and I'll be looking into that and trying that out. I might also separate the centipede and handle the movement in a controller for the centipede, like I am doing for the player right now, which is another thing that I did this week. Is that I split the player and the input apart. And then when the player is created, it creates the controller, and that's how that works. So there is that.